In case you're wondering why I'm not saying anything, it's because I'm speechless. I've owned that. I've owned that. I've owned that. Never owned that. That one not yet. Maybe someday. And this is something extremely rare. It's a BMW 700 from 1964. With fin tails and everything. Engine at the back. Look at that. Amazing. The history. And here it is, probably one of the most famous BMW engines. One of the most famous six-cylinder BMW engines, the M50, which came out in 1990. Highly regarded, even by me, as one of the best engines BMW has ever made. And of course the museum would not be complete without an array of BMW motorcycles from yesteryear to retros to the newer models. There's the Scrambler that the Cruiser that never really kicked off, and still one of the best, the R1100 RS. The C1 scooter, which also never really took off, but you know what? I like it. And that's the legendary K1. One of a kind. This is like the holy grail of BMW motorbikes, having one of these. And I used to ride with a guy who had two. And of course he was German. Amazing. Okay folks, my most favorite BMW ever, the amazing 507. Look at this thing. Even with its steel wheels, color coded to the body, absolutely beautiful. And of course the Hawksbeak Z3. And my all-time favorite, the Z8. Oh, I love this car. I absolutely love this car. Oh shit, and this is a 6-speed manual. I mean, look at those dials. Look at those toggles. Oh, beautiful. Absolutely, look at the instrument cluster in the center. Only made in left-hand drive. This car is absolutely gorgeous. So sad they discontinued this car. Sexy as hell. Look at that. Look at that curved interior. Amazing. Came out in 1999 and it still looks this good. And the car with the disappearing doors, the Z1. Is it a Z1? Was it the Z1? Yes, the Z1. Look at that. The doors actually lower into the body. So you can drive with the doors down to get an even more convertible experience. How cool is that? Again, one of those design studies that never really took off. Z1 was not continued. But amazing. Drop down doors. We got scissor doors, we got gull wings, and the only car, doors disappear into the body. The Z1. What a trip down memory lane this is. What a treat. Oh, and this is manual too. Nice.
One minute, please.
328. So nice. So you see, big BMW kidney grills, all the way back from 1936. And from 1968, the 2002 Ti. And that's the Isetta over there. You can see more of that car in another video. This is where the shark nose front first started, I reckon. That whole clamshell bonnet opens up. Or was it this way? Could be this. No, I think it was this, yeah. Beautiful. You know, there's a few units of this still in Malaysia. What an amazing little thing. No doors. You get in from the front. This whole front opens up, and that's how you get in. Amazing little bubble car. And we saw these earlier from upstairs, so here's what they look like from downstairs. Pristine mint condition. King's ransom would be asked for these cars. I mean, they're not for sale, of course, but they would command a king's ransom. Here's a separate hall for BMW M Power. That was the M3 CSL. This is the M Roadster. And of course the legendary E30 M3. Look at that. Beautiful. And this is the car that pretty much defined the M5 when it first came out. This is the car that started it all for the M5. Such an unassuming four-door sedan, manual gearbox, as you can see, and an absolute incredible car to drive. Look at those legs. I mean lines. Sorry. Fantastic. Really, really fantastic. And the M1. There is only one M1, and this is it. A car that was so good that they put 2 badges at the back. Don't believe me? Okay. All BMWs only have 1 badge in the center at the back, right? On the boot lid. This car's got 2. Because it was just that good that they had to put 2 badges on it. The M6. I had a 635 and a 633. Never had the M6 though. So you know what? Even if you're not a BMW fan, a visit to the BMW Museum is a must. There is so much history and heritage in the cars here. It just boggles the mind. I mean, look at those wheels. They look so right on that car. You put those wheels on any other car, it would look horrendous. But on this car, and let's check out this M, look at that. Those classic BBS basket wheels, basket weave wheels. Using the ridiculously impossible to find tire size 240/45 VR415. What the hell kind of size tires are those? Well, I'll tell you, they're called metric tires, and they were made specially for this BMW Michelin TRX. You see that? And there's the size. I still can't get away. This is actually the first time I'm seeing TRX tires on a 6 Series. I knew all about them, but this is the first time I'm actually seeing them. But look how awesome they look on this car. These weird size wheels and tires. Absolutely perfect. They're not 15, they're not 16, they're not 17. They're somewhere in the middle. And of course the M3. I don't need to say anything, right? It's M3. There are some cars you just don't need to explain. Just say the name, M3. That's it. That's all you need. And I just found out the original M5 is also using these crazy TRX tires. 220/55 VR390. Good luck finding these tires. These tires are as classic as the car itself. But look at how well they fit. Amazing. And of course, the heart of every M car, their engines. Look at that, the M88. That's a legendary engine right there. Look at those trumpets. This was the engine in the M1 that you saw outside. This was in the M5 and the M635 CSI. And this was in the M3 Sport Evolution. Another BMW 2002 and the development. And here's the racing hall of BMW. As you know, BMW has always been into motorsports. And here are some of their motorsports cars from days gone by. Look at that. Amazing. And right next to it is a BMW E30 M3, the Warsteiner car. That is just incredible. Talk about deep dish. That's deep dish.
Achtung, die Tür schließt. Bitte gehen Sie aus der Tür.
Attention please. The door is now closing.
And even
Please keep clear of the door.
as far back as in 1966, this 2000 Ti was raced. Very simple race livery, but a race car nonetheless. So yeah, Nardo Grey is nothing new. It's been around since 1966. Amazing. This is a very, very, very key and important display. This is back from the 1930s. This is 1938 BMW 327/28, and they had already begun experimenting with aerodynamics. Early aerodynamics, if you notice, this swerve here, this scoop here on the front fender, it was to channel air hitting the front. Of course, you want some air to go into the engine area to cool down the engine, but also the rest of the air that's going through, it would sweep straight down there. So yeah, BMW has been experimenting with aerodynamics since the 30s. Look at that. No, that's a familiar shape. That's the E30 Coupe right there. So yeah, there was even this car went through aerodynamic testing, as well as the 3.0 CSL. But yeah, since the 30s. So that swoop at the back for the air to go over the roof, straight down. Early experiments in aerodynamics. Amazing. Continuing this theme of aerodynamics, this is the BMW 328 from 1939. Look at that. Hardly even a windshield to speak of. Look at those curves. Oh my goodness. Look at that brushed aluminum dashboard. This was the Mille Miglia Roadster. It's the first BMW where BMW combined elegance with dynamics. It was a race car and very, very emotional appeal. It was made to have a lot of emotional appeal, and yes, special BMW Munich. Beautiful. And here we go, another one of my favorite BMWs, the 3.0 CSI. Beautiful car. Look at those lines. And the tour pretty much... Okay, I stood on something and somebody started talking. Very cool. And the tour is almost over. We end up with the latest in concept design. But actually this one came out in 2009. Sorry, I thought this was the i8. No, it's not. It's the BMW Vision Efficient Dynamics. Yeah, that's right. Very, very close to the i8 design. 4-seater. So something in the future maybe. Of course, this is just a concept car, clay model, not a working prototype.
Aerodynamics is a special concept car. The aim was to develop a vehicle which addresses the themes of lightweight construction and aerodynamics, as well as expressing the driving pleasure and emotion of a highly efficient automobile through its design. The corpus is made of carbon fiber reinforced plastic, and the drive module underneath is made of aluminium.
Not bad. You stand at these areas, either E for English or D for Deutsch or German, and it tells you about the car. So you don't need a tour guide. There's a speaker up here, the spot down here, tells you all about the car you're looking at. Very cool. So I'll end the tour with 90 years of BMW automobiles, folks. If you're ever in the Munich area, you just have to drop by here and check out this amazing, amazing place. I'm running out of battery and I don't have my power bank, so I have to call it quits right here. But don't worry, there's lots more to come, so stay tuned, okay? Till the next one, take care, y'all. Bye.